Welcome, everyone, to the Eye of the Storm, where we get to sit down and talk it out with the impeccable four-piece band plus Scott, Public Meltdown. How are you guys all feeling tonight?
I'm feeling great. I can't say for the rest of them, but I'm feeling great.
Well, let's hear from the rest of them.
I love playing music and I love playing live. So that was awesome. And yeah, I'm here right now.
Good to hear.
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling as well, for sure.
I'm just happy Scott invited me to this joint.
I'm happy these guys let me play with them. I've known them for about 3 weeks now, but
Oh, a new addition. Okay. I assumed Public Meltdown was a five-piece band from the start. How did that kind of develop? Like, how many did you start with?
Well, we had an original three-piece group, so it was me, Scott, and our former bass player.
Okay.
So we were a three-piece for like 5 years. And then Ethan talked to us. He saw one of our shows in Eau Claire somewhere.
Terrible show, might I add.
Yeah, no, it was awful.
You
And
thought,
then-
I can fix this?
Yeah, no. Ethan thought he could fix it. He made it worse, but we kept him
Thought
around.
wrong. He thought so wrong.
So yeah, I mean, we just kind of played music since we were like 12. So that was
Okay.
a very long time.
Yeah, was it Public Meltdown from the start? Did you have like any other projects before that?
It was the Public for a while.
The Public.
Yeah, and then we were like, no. And then we changed it.
We went through a lot of names at first. We were like Handrail Suicide, the Plastic
stuck with it.
Assassins. Yeah. That's two that come to mind.
I think if you went with the Plastic Assassins, you would. I don't think you would be the same band you are today. I think the name can kind of define the band in a lot of ways. I mean, Public Meltdown. It's got an aura to it. You can't deny that.
Aura.
You think we have aura? That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said
I
to
think
us.
Public Meltdown
Oh
has
my
some kind of aura as a collective.
Scott has aura. That's about it.
Okay, how did you guys run into Patrick then? Were you also at one of their shows?
I ran into Patrick at he was in a previous band named Summit Blue. They were playing jazz, and they were actually all UW students, and they were all super good. And I was like, wow, he's really good. So then I talked to him. I made friends. And yeah, but yeah, over the summer I talked to him into getting into this band, basically.
Nice. Are you doubling up on bands right now then?
No, I'm not. This is the project right now, and it's super fun. No, it's big curveball. Summit Blue is a jazz group, and so didn't know what. We didn't even know that. No, that's the origin story. After a show at the Plus, Scott was like, "Hey, I'm Scott. Like, what's up, dude?" Talked on Instagram for a little bit, and then saw you guys and played, and it went well. Here we are.
Nice. Yeah, that's a major departure going from jazz to. You know what? I'm actually curious to see how you would define your genre. I checked your site. It has kind of 1,000 little descriptors, including grunge, noise rock. I think post-hardcore might be in there somewhere. I don't know. Ethan, you're raring to talk.
Speed jazz.
Speed jazz. Is that somewhere between speed metal and bebop or something?
Yeah.
Good,
We like
good-
the 12
good
bar
to hear.
blues.
Jazz, but really fast.
That's very nice. Yeah.
Thank you. Came up with it myself like 20 minutes ago.
20 minutes. Yeah, okay. Still fresh in the mind. Okay. Do you guys normally stick to genre descriptors then, or not really? Just kind of take the noise as it comes?
We kind of think that when music got to streaming, since there's so much access to all this music, the newer generation has been listening to a lot, and we kind of want to do a lot of variety so we can match people's tastes of today.
Yeah, that's very fair. I will add all your material tonight was original, right? Yeah. Have you been performing original material since Public Meltdown started?
No.
We started with a bunch of covers, and me and Cameron always were trying to write songs, because writing songs is kind of hard. So our first songs aren't even we don't even play them because they're so bad.
I feel like that's how it starts for a lot of people.
Yeah, we wrote songs when we were like 14, and they're just like, they don't hold up. I mean, our oldest song is Bittersweet. We played it a little bit ago, and I feel like you can tell that it's aged a little bit for what we play now. I think Strange is one of our most recent, and Bloodshot is too. That's kind of where we're going right now, which I like. I think is really fun. Can't say for the rest of the guys, but I think it's super fun.
I also think it's very fun. No, yeah, there's a quality to your material for sure. I know that's very very nebulous, but it's the energy. You guys play with so much energy.
Scott's energy.
I was
Give me too much props. man.
going to drop specific names, and Scott was at the top of the list. You did do that move where you strummed behind your neck.
Oh yeah.
Where'd you learn to do that?
Well, that specific part of the song is kind of just made so that, well, it wasn't made specifically to do that, but I found out that that part of the solo isn't that hard to play backwards behind your head with experimentation. You know, being in my basement.
Where all the best ideas come from.
Do you have a name for that move, Scott?
I think it already has a name. Maybe. Behind the head.
It's far less cool than I thought.
Well, you can
you'd
give it a
name
better name. You can call it the Scott.
The head chopper. The head shredder.
Head Scott.
Scott.
Ed Scott?
Yeah.
Make sure to give me royalties when you trademark that. So, what kind of process do you have when you go through writing songs? Is it kind of all as a group, or does everyone kind of contribute their own?
It starts out pretty basic. Me and Cameron a lot of the time are just jamming in our basement. And then later on, they all add their own parts in, add their own flavors, and all their ideas, and it becomes a good old song.
Good old song.
Everybody gets really, really, really mad at each other, and then it sounds awesome at the end.
So many bands have that exact same process. It's crazy. It almost feels like more music comes out of people hating each other than actually having fun around each other.
Yeah, we're actually about to fight right now.
Don't break anything in the studio. Maybe like take that outside. Okay. I'll come too though, just to watch.
Can you film it for the crowd?
For the gram. Yeah. I think I can do that for you guys. If we want to take it back a little bit though, in the realm of this interview, away from the fighting a little bit, more into what kind of covers did you normally do when you started out?
We like this band called Highly Suspect. We used to do a lot of their songs.
We still play a lot of Highly Suspect songs, but we played a lot of classic rock songs. Once a classic rock kid, always a classic rock kid. I think we're all kind of there. So,
Very fair.
We all enjoy that music still and hold it deep to our hearts. But yeah, we just used to play a lot of classic rock. I know we played a lot of Eagles and everything, but then we just got bored and then just started writing our own stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then Ethan and I were actually in a cover band before we joined this band, and we played everything from the 80s to the early 2000s, and we all kind of had our own genres, and so I like to call this band a big melting pot because I'm an 80s head. He's a grunge singer. Cameron.
Public Meltdown pot.
Scott is just drenched in blues, and Patrick's a bass player straight from...
Thanks, bro.
So it's just a big melting pot, and when we come together to write, we just find a random sound that we like and kind of go from there. So it's
that's a beautiful thing, because if you've watched any of like my previous interviews, that's kind of one of the things I love the most about a band is how different influences all kind of come together to make something new. It happened. No, I think like all my favorite acts that I've had here on the show are like that, and that does include you guys.
Really? You mean that?
That's so nice.
With all my heart.
Oh my God.
Maybe
And I will
maybe we
say,
won't fight
Ethan,
anymore.
you do have definitely the mark of a grunge singer. You got the look, and then I think you were channeling Chris Cornell at some points.
Don't tell him that. Don't tell him
Okay.
that.
Don't
Please,
tell him
no,
that.
he does
Don't
not-
tell him
that.
that.
No, he does
He
not need
goes
to
too
hear
far.
that. Take him down a notch.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna be held
Thank
liable
you.
for any egos.
Yeah,
that get
no, it's
inflated
too-
with
it's
this.
way
Thank you.
too
I
late.
knew that, but thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Uh,
So I will hold off the flattery for the time being, and ask. Where do you guys normally play live? Because this is your first time playing for cameras, right?
This is our second time playing in
Oh.
front of cameras.
Okay.
We played for on Scorch or whatever. That was Scorch's PFG. That was fun. But we played actually last Saturday or last Friday. We were in Madison. Prior to that, we were in Appleton. We have a show in Duluth coming up here in a few weeks. Got a show plenty of shows in Eau Claire. So yeah, we're kind of all over Wisconsin right now. We're branching out as of recently, so pretty fun. Our next show, October 19th on the Rocks Bar in Chippewa Falls. That's where we.
Okay. Do you have any other specific shows you want to plug? This can be the
In Eau
section
Claire.
of the interview where we transition more into plugs.
We are
So-
also playing at the Plus on December 13th, and that is also the day before my 21st birthday. So, who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah, that should be fun. Yeah, show up on December 13th at the Plus and celebrate Scott's birthday with us at midnight. That'd be awesome.
I'm sure the tone of that show is going to change at midnight.
Oh my gosh, music will stop.
Yeah, we'll stop being a show at that point.
Hopefully we don't play after midnight.
Right. So as for other plugs, we'll yeah, just gonna move on from that. You're good. Yeah. Where can people find your music, or more generally, where can people find you? I'm talking online, like social media. Yeah. That question was pretty open-ended.
You want me to do it again, man? Somebody else do it. All right, I'll do it again. You can find us on Instagram, Public Meltdown Band. You can find us on Facebook, Public Meltdown Band. You can find us on the internet, Public Meltdown Band. Find us on Spotify.
We have a TikTok.
Don't check out the TikTok.
I'll go ahead and put the TikTok on the little graphic up there,
Awesome.
so the people at home can find it.
Play our latest video too, right over here.
I think it's Cameron doing something. Isn't it you?
Well, there's only one way to find out for everyone watching.
Jamie, pull that up.
Well, I think that's about all the time we have for tonight, but thanks for sitting down and talking out with me. It's been enlightening for sure. And for everyone else at home, don't touch that dial, because it's right back to the music after this.